What's up, bottom feeders? Your overlord is here. It is I, Omammer, the sludge thing that rules over the bottom feeders, I guess. Man, I haven't really thought that deep into it, actually. Anyway, what's up, everyone? I've been prepping for this for a few weeks at this point.
Flashback.
I have no reason to do tier list lately. I should do some tier list. You should. The kind of slime women you'd like.
All of them.
All of them.
End of Flashback.
Because I guess people look at my model and get the idea that I should rate slime girls. I don't know where that came from, but hey, we're here, so what do you know? I've never done one of these before. I'm hoping I set it up correctly. But yeah, so I am going to be rating 20 slime girls. I collected this list of slime girls with the help of people on Blue Sky. A few people volunteered or agreed to be added because, like, they're Vtubers. I had to do a little bit of research on my own to finish fleshing it out, but I think I have a decent list. We'll do fine. Now, I do want to say before we get started, because this list does include, you know, Vtubers, I am just gonna say, like, if anyone wants to run off to them and be like, oh, Omammer was being real parasocial with how he was treating you on the... First off, snitches get stitches. Second, I'm not going to be doing that, or at least that's not my intent. My intent is, like, I am rating these based on the limited interactions I've had with these people, what I've seen of their streams thus far, and also, like, any information they have about their character that is public. So we're not going to be getting weird with it. I don't think I will get weird with it. I don't think it's going to be a real concern or anything. Anyway, just throwing that out there in case anyone gets any ideas, because I'm not going to... My goal is not to get any ideas, you know? My goal is to just vibe, have some fun, look at some characters from different media, promote some fellow VTubers, and we're actually gonna be starting with a VTuber. This is Acewith. Acewith is a slime who transforms into an elf. She is a variety streamer. When she's on stream, all she has is like this little slime ball here, you know, the traditional JRPG slime. So like that's what she looks like in her elf form. She said she's going to be working on a slime girl thing, but it's not ready yet. So I guess that's something to look forward to. But in the meantime, this is the slime form that we have to work with. Again, I don't know that much about this person, but I think they have a pretty cool idea for their character. Nice little setup. I think I would like to befriend this little slime here, even if it does occasionally turn into an elf. You know, nobody's perfect. Not that I have a problem with elves. Next up, Double is a character from Skullgirls. She is an amorphous blob, she's this thing basically, who disguises herself as a nun in order to use the national religion to manipulate people from the shadows in order to get them to go after the Skull Heart. It's been forever since I played Skullgirls, guys. I know she's one of the original fighters in the game, not much else honestly. I think she would kill me and I would not like it, so we're gonna put her in the would kill me negative category. Next up, so this is Honeybay. Honeybay is a VTuber, she's a slime girl obviously, but she's made of honey. And she sent me a thing here. Honeybay is the name, dumb bitch energy is the game. A humble slime that had a bee's nest grow on her, changing her simple slime into slime honey. She loves fashion, especially the Gyaru look. My knowledge of Gyaru mostly comes from like anime, and it's usually like a character who they're portrayed as like wearing jackets, kind of skirts or shorts, usually a spray tan, really like outstanding makeup. You know, that kind of deal. It's a whole look. She has been an interesting person to speak to. Also, like, again, this is mostly based on character, but like, Gyaru characters are usually portrayed as like very opinionated, assertive, they know what they want, and they just kind of go for it, which honestly is like ideal trait for a woman to have, in my opinion. So I think, just based on the character here, would romance. And then... who's this? This is Jelax or Jamaman? I can't remember. It's an android who appeared in one episode of Sailor Moon. She's made entirely of red gel. I think all she did in the episode where she appeared was temporarily restrain Sailor Jupiter until she got knocked out when another one of the sailors came to Jupiter's rescue. And I think that's the only thing she did. But of course she's a fan favorite because she's a slime girl. You know, I've seen the photos. I think she would kill me, but it would be okay. I'd like it. And next we have, this is Jello, also twitch.tv/thatgelatinrobot. This is the only one on this list whose pronouns are he, him, but he volunteered to be here, so who am I to deny a slime robot man a chance at waifu status, you know? Anyway, he claims to be a robot from outer space, here to study intelligent life. Wonder if he's found any. I've seen him across Twitch and on Blue Sky and whatnot, and this guy is like, he's always down to clown. He has been in like a lot of different collabs doing a lot of different things with a lot of very different types of people. Just, you know, down to do anything. I honestly think would make a good friend. Next we have Joyce. Joyce is from Isekai Slow Life. I'm pretty sure Isekai Slow Life is a mobile gacha game, so like take that into consideration when you consider these characters. She's the bartender. She is proficient in every known mixing technique and has invented drink specialties because she'll like ferment the fruit in her body because she is, you know, made of slime. Also apparently is like a performance art to entertain guests. So anyway, this is Joyce. She seems... I actually don't know much about her personality other than, you know, probably your typical bartender type, probably a good listener. It might be nice to take her on a date. This is Juno from Omega Strikers. Now, I know very little about Omega Strikers. Actually, what kind of game is this? It's a foot brawler, so I guess it sounds kind of like a combination of Smash Bros. And football. So that's interesting. I might have to actually go play that. But this is Juno from that game, so that is the type of thing she does. She is a visitor from space, kind of a chibi type character, enigmatic yet adorable visitor from space. She has these semi-sentient blobos, which she can place over the field. She is apparently timid and curious, according to her wiki page. So, you know, kind of cute. I think, yeah, would. Now, these next few are from very not safe for work media properties. This one in particular, this is from Monster Girl Quest, which is a hentai game. This is apparently like one of the first recruitable monsters you can recruit. Her name is Lime, and she likes fish and hates vegetables and slugs. That's about all I could find out about her. But hey, you know, she's probably willing, so would, because why not? Then we have Limey. Limey is from Interspecies Reviewers, which is really just like a borderline hentai. It's not outright, but it basically is. Let's be real. Limey is one of the like primary succubus gals from the episode that she's part of. What was it, episode 3? Did I watch this show? I think maybe I watched 1 or 2 episodes and I was like, I don't know about this one, guys. I'm not actually sure I watched long enough to get to her, which is saying something, because according to my notes, yeah, episode 3. You know, again, it's just her line of work. I think it's an easy just would. She's also like laid back and polite, you know, would make for probably a pleasant experience out of it, even if that's not normally your thing. Next up, we have Malona from Queensblade. Now, I'm scared to leave this one on screen too long. I had to turn off Google Safe Search just to find out what this character looked like. This is one of the more safe for work screenshots of this character that I could find. And even so, I, again, scared to leave it up on screen too long. I think, though, this is one that I would just normally say would, because, like, she's, you know, got, like, a childish, bubbly, like, fun-loving personality, although very sadistic. She likes playing cruel pranks on people. She is literally the secondary villain of the show she's from. She can like mimic the clothing, appearance, even fighting style of basically any character in the show. She's got an amorphous like body, but mostly takes on the appearance of a girl with bunny ears, and yeah, just that's how she dresses. One of her primary attacks is corrosive breast milk. So I think she would kill me. I think that would be the end result of messing with that. Anyway, next we have another video game character, although this one's not from like an eroge or anything like that. This is just Melting Love from Lobotomy Corporation. Melting Love is an anomalous entity that can make anyone who looks at her feel affection without realizing it. It takes on the appearance of a girl, so I'm just gonna say she for simplicity's sake, but technically doesn't have a gender. It's just a mysterious anomalous entity. So what happens when she is the anomaly you're watching is that she will bless, quote unquote, any employee who comes into contact with her. That employee will go out then and just slowly convert your entire workforce into her minions. And when the thing is spread far enough, all of your workers will just, who have been infected or quote unquote blessed, will just turn into blobs of slime, being eaten by her slime minions from the inside. Not pleasant way to go. And also, then when she gets out, she stops looking like this and starts looking more like, one moment. Yeah, starts to look more like this. And that's, I think she would kill me, and I don't think I would like it. So I think Melting Love has to go into the negative. This one we have an X-Men, actually. Character from X-Men series. This is Mercury. Her name is Cecily Kincaid. Her mutation turned her body into liquid metal, resembling mercury, believe it or not. She's a student at the Xavier Institute. Actually, you know, I just realized something. How old is this character? Okay, I just Googled it. She's 16 years old. So we're actually going to create a new category right here. This one is going to just be called Yikes, I think. There we go. So yeah, we're just going to put her in the Yikes category because... Anyway, next up we have Mutant Heart. This is from Omori, which is a horror game. You know how there's all those like RPG Maker horror games? Yeah, so this is a character from one of those. As I understand it, she's actually kind of friendly, but you do have to fight and kill her, or at least have the option to fight and kill her. So like, if she's not hurting anything, I don't know why you would, but like, I've also not played the game. So maybe it's one of those things with multiple endings, and in order to log a specific ending, you have to beat this character or something. That's how it tends to be. Anyway, she was designed to be a companion for a character named Sweetheart, but Sweetheart rejected her. She's actually like modeled to somewhat look like Sweetheart, as I understand it. Except she has no intelligence, no personality. She just kind of makes happy noises. Likely a failed experiment. I think, you know, I feel bad enough for her. I think I would take her on a date just to give her a nice day or something, you know? Some people just have bad days and they need to be taken on a date. Anyway, next up we have, this is Niba Natsuki, another VTuber. Niba Natsuki is the slime queen, so I guess technically my boss. I don't want to think about that too much. She was isekai'd to our world. By our world, I mean yours, you the audience. I don't know if I'm from your world or not. Anyway, she loves trading card games, anime, you know, video games in general. Actually is responsible for connecting me with most of the other slime VTubers who are on this list. She is really friendly, really supportive of others, and she has a good energy on her streams. I think it would be fun, at least, to go on at least one date with this person. I think we'd have fun on a date, you know? Let's see, who's next? Uzabella. Uzabella is, I think, was something someone sent me as a joke, but she's here. So this is one of the, there's not many slimes I think that get names in Dragon Quest, but this is one of the companion characters you get in Dragon Quest Treasures. So I don't really know much about her personality. She's, I guess, friendly, happy most of the time, if the smile is anything to go off of. She has a yellow bow, technically a cutie slime, according to her wiki page. You know, if she's friendly enough to be a companion to treasure hunters, she would be a good one to befriend. I think we can all agree on that. Anyway, this is Princess Vina. Princess Vina is from an anime called Dragon Half. Her mother was a slime, her father is a king. She was born a regular slime, but eventually made herself a human form after studying black magic for 13 years. She only ever reverts to a slime form when severely injured, and she is incredibly self-absorbed and spoiled rotten. Also, apparently taken, which could be the case for some of these other characters as well. I'm sure just because of the type of game that Joyce is from, that she is romanceable by the player. So, I mean, you make of that what you will. I think she's mean enough that I'm not going to elaborate further, actually. I think this is another eroge character. This is Q from Nursery Slime. She is the primary companion and main love interest of the protagonist in that game. I think normally in the game she's wearing a maid dress, if anything at all, depending on, you know. I didn't actually look up like a whole bunch about like, you know, how this game is played because it's a hentai game. So like, I guess I could have just, you know, it would be a shame if someone walked in on me while I was doing that. She's one that, like, I know I put someone who I said was, like, interested in someone else, but this one, she is just straight up devoted to the main character of the game. I'm not sure I would even stand a chance, so I think I would just befriend. Let's see, who's next? Remelis. Remelis is from a card game, actually, called the Exceed Fighting System. As you can see here, she is a caustic radioactive sludge being. Like, she's made of radioactive sludge. This is one of her more, like, normal humanoid looks, but as you can see, she can just become a terrifying slime abomination. She's just like me, for real. Except I'm not radioactive. I'm not edible, I don't think. I don't know if I'm toxic, but I'm not radioactive. So, yeah, you don't have to worry about that. I think she would kill me, and it would be very unpleasant. That would be like getting hit with a cancer ray. I don't even know if I can get cancer. Can I get cancer as a sludge? We're nearing the end of our list here. We've got, Slime Gal from Shantae. Genie Half Hero. I've never played Shantae, but I think she's just like one of the common mob monsters. According to her wiki page, these will just like sit around as like a little blob until you approach it, and then if you get too close, it will just try and eat you. And then as long as you're trapped inside of it, it'll drain health. So, I don't know. She would probably kill me, but she's cute, so we'll say that's a positive thing. And then, finally, the only slime I actually remembered knowing anything about before this episode, because, man, I remember next to nothing about this show. I think I blocked it out on purpose, maybe, but I did watch this. I think I remember. Yeah, I definitely saw her in the episodes that I watched. Yeah, that's a thing that I'll do sometimes, is I'll just like watch a show and then realize, oh, I'm not actually interested in this. What am I doing here? Anyway, so this is Sue. Sue is one of the primary love interests of the protagonist in that series, whatever his name was. She likes to pretend to be like a happy-go-lucky and friendly kid, and she is friendly. She is nice to most everyone she meets, but she is actually a lot smarter than she lets on, and when her man or her friends are in trouble, she will just like suddenly start acting like a mature adult, but usually she'll just act like a kid. It's kind of implied that she does this and just pretends to be naive to get away with being sadistic. I'm trying to remember if I know anything else about this character, anything at all from this show. I probably should have finished watching it if I wanted to form a full opinion like that. You know what, we've only got one other character in Wood Romance, let's even this out a bit. So there we go. This is the list. This is our slime tier list. Hey Bottom Feeder, thanks for making it all the way to the end here. I had fun making this one. Hope you had fun watching it. If you liked what you saw, consider liking and subscribing. Already subscribed? Hit that notification bell to be informed about the next one. Or join me over at twitch.tv/OMamerVT the next time I'm live. Oh, you already did all that? Oh, okay. Thanks. Any chance you could help me get out of this lab then?